Welcome back. This will be episode 14 of our Solo World No Mods Update 11. I apologize for this episode not being ready when the other pre-recorded had finished publishing, so it was one per day. But a couple days of work where I either was physically or mentally tired after I got home and had dinner. I just didn't feel like doing anything. So I apologize for not having something ready. We did do a little bit off screen since the last episode, though, to get to our 10th star. I know we were talking about doing Shipwright, but I think I'm gonna go Tailoring and just do the windmill, because honestly, if I'm gonna have to do Shipwright, I'm gonna have to put it out here somewhere, and it's not really a long distance run, but it's still not long enough that we'd have to move, because we don't have like a bunch of trees already queued up out here in the desert to collect wood for the shipyard to make things. So I am going to thinking really hard about going to tailoring. But in order to get the tailoring book, we need agriculture advanced, which means we need farming. If I remember right. So, a workbench. So to get the agriculture advanced, we need farming. So sadly, even though we said tailoring into power as our title of this episode, we probably will not get tailoring in this episode. So we do have to do farming. But this actually does work in our favor in a way. Because farming, we take farming. Not only do we try to make seeds to get our XP, which will get us close to star 11, which could be the tailoring. The other aspect is with the water wheel, I believe it has to be a certain way for the water to fall on it to get power, and I'm not interested in trying to do that just yet because, one, I don't have smithing to make pipes, and two, I don't have pottery to make bricks to make the aqueduct. So that's why I lean back to going tailoring and having farming here. So farming book, did we do it? I don't know if we did it. That's the shipwright. Yeah, we already did farming. And I think we already learned it, didn't we? Yes, we unlocked it. Alright, so we can do farming. That'll give us the ability to get the tailoring book. So let's go ahead and do that. That unlocks the ability to make all the seeds. So, probably gonna go do a lot of gathering, clearing out a bunch of patches of stuff, especially the flax, and bringing them back here and doing items such as that, so that we can come over here and do this. and do our flax fiber so we have it ready to go when we get tailoring, to take the flax fiber over here and make oh wait, no, that would be on the loom, so we'd have to make the loom. And then we do, so we do need to make a loom at some point, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to pull out our trusty sickle. And we're going to go see if we can find some flax. Yeah, we're going to need more food anyway, so we might as well just start collecting everything that's around us. Other than sunflowers. Sunflowers we don't need. And, you know, we can make more corn seeds to make bigger cornfield. Wheat. I don't know where the wheat would go. Ooh, there's more flax. More flax. More flax. More flax over there. Too much in inventory, huh? See, I don't understand why it's doing this stuff. When it's already got a stack in there, it ought to just keep going. There's flax seeds. So we're too full. So let's go back. Start running some flax through the scritching table. Alright, storage wise, down here. So we put those there, we put these here. So we've already made a kiln for pottery. We just don't have the loom. Tomatoes there, corn there. So corn seeds there. Oh yeah, that's right. Those are something different. Alright, so we could do This is gathering 3. So gathering. We need about 9,500 XP. 9,500 XP. And that's going to get us 15. So not a lot. So we'd have to do... No, wait, that would be 60... 64? 63 if we go pick some other stuff up. Yeah, let's go do... We'll do 60. And... where are we gonna put these? Yeah, we'll just let it go where it's gonna go. Let's move this up here. No, no, no. We got roasts that we made. Mushrooms that we haven't made yet. Oh, we're almost to the mushrooms. Okay. We did have everything queued up for food. Power, we're at 37 minutes and we got 23 minutes there, so we got plenty there. We needed to make a loom. So the loom, linen yarn, which we'll get off of tailoring table. That's right. This is to make the loom is to make the cloth itself. So over here, linen yarn takes tailoring 1. So we can't do that until we get farming up. But farming, agricultural page. We need raw food and crop seeds. So this is why I said we go out and just harvest anything we can find. It does not matter. We're going to leave that corn because that's our corn. I'm going to take the wild stuff. Okay, but go just pick any corn and tomatoes that we see. We use those in the recipes. It's wheat. See those purplish ones over there? That's the fire shoots. These right here, the fireweed. One of the other things like a gut or ferns or beets or the beet leaves. That's something else you can use for the make salads. Let's harvest more flax. Right away, Mr. Buffalo. Let's get these tomatoes. Ain't no room. Oh, I really need to make a backpack. That's what I really need. Okay, so corn, tomatoes, ferns, corn seeds, tomato seeds, flax seeds, so is the backpack right over here? That's the big one, which takes tailoring. No, it was... Was it on the fishery? No, it wasn't on the fishery. So, storage-wise, pretty well full on fish again. So, what we got? Clean, medium fish. We got 62. Let's go ahead and make 60. That's going to give us 120 fish. So we come out here, jump up, go 40 here. Here, 40 here, so that would get us Yeah, I know what I'm thinking. More dried fish. So if we need colony papers, we got plenty of dried fish. Some more tomatoes. Flax. It's another gathering. Leave the wheat. Not enough room. Corn, tomatoes, drop that fern in there. How to move that stuff out of there. I don't want to put it there because it's that. I don't know where I want to put it. I'll move that over there and put this in here. I think we'll stop going after any of that. So agricultural pages. We need 40 raw food and 20 seeds. In order to do any of that, we need the farmer's table, and I don't think we made one yet. That's the mason, tailor, scritch. No farmers out here. Did we make a farmer's? We just got the kiln. I don't see a farmer's. We also don't have it on us, so let's make a farmer's table. 20 dirt, logs, boards. So we need 6 boards. And 20 dirt. So we need to go shovel 20 dirt. Where do we want to get 20 dirt from? I know. Let's go down here in our little hole. And if you haven't really noticed, this is what we did. We dug out all of this. It's all 5 high. Got stockpiles galore. This one back here has nothing but clay, crushed limestone, crushed ore. So it's pretty well one that we ain't gonna touch. This one is pure limestone. This one was the granite that we dug and cut out. We used some of it to make either mortared stone that got turned into pages, or it got turned into basic geology, or it eventually got turned into advanced geology. We got a couple stockpiles of sandstone, and then of course we have our stockpile here with more clay and 12 dirt. Now this is directly underneath our house. This is more area that we were digging out until we ran out of space. But this is all clay. We're not going to touch this. This whole area right here is sandstone. The area I'm walking is the very edge of the floor. This is the front room right here, about 5 tiles down, and then it goes that way for that first wall. This right here is probably underneath the bedroom. The reason why we're doing this is because this is so we can put the second floor underneath, double up the same items that we have in the above rooms, and get 50% more XP. But we haven't done that yet. Now the thing is, we don't want to touch that dirt up there. Alright, so we have 12 dirt. Where was our cart? Did we take our cart out of here? Where's the cart? Where's the cart? I don't know where my cart's at. The reason why this looks all brown is because there's debris on the ground that I never cleaned up. Okay, where's my cart? Thought it was either be out there. It is right there, because I was digging up this dirt right here and filling this in because we were going to put the a dock out here for the to lead to the shipyard when we were doing it the other way. All right, so apparently grab this 12. Drop that in there. That goes directly into our farm table. And we'll go all the way over to our cart, where we probably have some stone or dirt in it, because we probably ran out of food or a broken shovel or something. Yep, we do. Alright, so we needed 8 more. At least for that. For the farm table. We'll need more for agricultural pages, but we're not worried about the agricultural pages just yet. Alright, that takes care of our farm table. Right? Yeah, everything's in it. So now it's making our farm table, and then we can work on making seeds for our agricultural pages. So, let's look at our research table again. And for the farming, or the tailoring book, we need 5 advanced pages. And the advanced pages, I'm going to take 5 dirt each. So we need to bring another 25 over. So let's go do that real quick. Alright, farmer's table's done. There's 20, so that's 4 of our pages. We'll have to come back and get 5. Oh, our hunting. I forgot our hunting's going up because of the dried fish. And the filleting of the raw fish. And yes, if you run, you do lose an extra 10 calories. That's why you see that red 10 over there. It's because I'm holding down the shift key when I run. See, if I don't hold it down, you're not seeing any. No red 10. If as soon as I hold the shift key though, 10, 10. So yeah, you're gonna use a little bit in order to run faster, of course. Okay, so we have that. Let's move these down here. Where's the other 10 there? Move those in there. Alright, so let's find our farmer's table. Put it up. In here. So this allows us to make seeds out of any of the crops. We can make, so like we said, we were thinking about doing some corn. We got plenty of corn. For every corn, we will get 1 seed. So we have 245 corn, and we need 5 page or 100 seeds and 200 food. So if we're looking at our storage, we need 200. Well, we got 100 there and 100 there. So it leaves 145. And I said we only needed 100 seeds? Yeah, 100 seeds. But we already have 39 there, so we need 61 more corn seeds. But we have 20 there, so don't even need that. So that's, what, 41. So we'll go to corn seed and do 41. Let that produce. Not there, not there. in and out of that. Don't put them in there, just take them out. So off this table, we can move this storage up so it's at the top and we don't have to worry about it. We can also take this one that has the raw food in it and move it up. Honestly, we should have done taken these amanittas and turned them into, but that we're using those for fungus anyway. You know what? Let's do that. 32. And move that one in front of the corn. So what that'll do is that'll give us the 40 here. We'll have that, and then we'll be able to do the other 40 here. Down here in the research page, take our 20 here, put that down here. Take $100 of these and stick them down here. Take 100 of our corn, stick it down here. So, research table. Got this and this one checked, so yeah. We could go ahead and do our 5 pages. Storage. Gonna have to move some more stone over in order to finish our basic geology pages. Need to move another 238, which we could do if we find a small stockpile or something and put it to where we can reach the ones that are down by underground. So that we're gonna have that. We got those. So the farming book, the tailoring book, requires those, and 5 basic gathering. So 5 basic gathering is plant fibers and more raw food. So we need more raw food. So we need like more tomatoes or something else. You know what? We're gonna need 5 of those pages. Yeah, 5. So if we go pick up 150 rice out of the swamp, the wetlands, so we run over here to, where were we at? That's jungle. We run over here to this and find 150 rice out of this area. We'll have our pages. And if we have any room in our inventory after we do the 150 rice, we will pick up, as you can see, I told you we had a mess over here. I just hadn't picked it up yet. So the debris is what's causing the pollution on the ground. If I go pick up the debris, it'll clean itself up. I could pick up these belay mushrooms, but I don't really feel like it. And of course we're out of calories. Because I wasn't thinking. Filling up recipes with labor and not filling up my belly. This is why you, after a while, you start remembering to carry something on you to eat. Yeah, see, I wanted to clean that out so that I could put oak tree acorns down. But I hadn't got that far yet. Alright, inventory. Let's grab 2 of these. Three of these, 2 of these, and 1 of these. So now that we got food in our belly again, now we're gonna go run off and do that stuff. I don't even know how long I've been going. I didn't set my timer or my stopwatch in order to know. What do we get? 44. Alright. So we got 15 minutes. Told you, I'm trying to keep them to about an hour session. Still running this direction. Honestly, we could pick up all the picked up these tomatoes. Oh, all this corn and tomatoes. Oh hell yes, we're not gonna go get rice. Leave the beets. enough room. Alright, stack the corn up. Run back. Alright, so let's go here. Open our backpack. We have 100 there, so it's 250. So we could put $30 of these down here, and then we can do $30, be 120. These are missing crop seeds, so we're not getting our crop seeds yet. Where are you putting the crop seeds? Putting them in there. Oh wait, no, you're putting them up here. Bring that down here. Let's make the last one there, okay. So now this has 4, it just took its last one. Alright, so there's 150 for this. Or wait, no, for here. So we need 100 plant fiber. Our plant fiber's further back in the house. And 5 dirt. So if we take Losing my mind. 100 plant fiber, okay. 5. 100 plant fiber. That'll do that, and then that gets us to the tailoring book. Or, yeah. Yeah, tailoring book. This needs... yeah, it's got everything it needs. Never mind. We're all set. Okay, so... we're doing our farming. Making our seeds. That's still churning away flax. So we've already made 31. It's still got 29 more to go. Because we were making 60. You know what? We're still looking for more XP, so let's go clean up our debris over here so we can turn all this wood pulp into mortar. Clean up the stumps. Of course, we break the axe. Let's go fix the axe. Shift click, all repaired. Down to 92 swings. Yeah, looks like it's about time to make a new axe. Yeah, we got stumps up here that we haven't cleaned up. I'll worry about that stump later. I think I just want to get this debris cleaned up. Trying to give me a seed. No, we're all full. Okay, into that chest right there. Inventory. Back out to clean up more. Alright, I think that's everything, so let's clean up the stumps now until our axe breaks again. Nope, that's not the stump. It's not the stump, that's the stump. Inventory, 1, 2, 1, eat. Fill our belly back up. Alright, that's all cleaned up, I think, stump wise. Ooh, there's some more debris. There's the stump. And there's a stump. Clean those up. Let's jump up here. Nope, nope, nope. Up here. Not there. Clean up these stumps. And broken axe. Come down in here. Alright, let's make another stone axe. Storage from here. Let's take this axe. Throw it there. We'll go to scrap tool. Pull the one out of there. Alright, storage. It's missing its stone. Alright, we need our stockpile from over in here. That was for sand, and unfortunately it's full of sand. Our cart's over there, so let's go get our cart, really. So we'll pick up our 2 dirt, go to our hammer, pick up our cart, drop these 2 there. Now we'll go underground. And find our cart. There it is. 1. Stick it right there. That gets us to where we can see this. So now we will take this granite, throw it up here. Throw that up there. Can't see that, so but we throw this in there, and then we're going to figure out 7.2, 11 meters. So I'll tell you what, this is the one we want to go ahead and move. We're going to just move all this right into here. So from there we could do this. So move this a little closer down here, and from here we get to see a lot more stockpiles. Can we put that over against this wall and see that empty one? No, we cannot. Don't know which way. I'm thinking that's the one over here. So let's pull all of these down underneath. Throw those in here. Throw that in there. Grab that, put that there. Move this back over here. Yep, we did put that in the right one. These can now come in here. We'll just leave that down there in case we have to move any more stone. Alright, we're missing 10 stone. Of course we are. So I mean, if we could throw 10 into the wood cart, we'll be good. Oh wait, that means that our hook is done. So let's go ahead and do this. Do this. Go find our campsite off of one of these storages. Open her backpack back up, drop that in there, drop those in there. Those go there. Alright, so campfire, charred mortar, 825, which means it's probably reading the wood. Yep, it's reading that. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. My bad. $823 right there. So 823 times 5, that means we can get 40 to make out of 200. It's 160, 164. Storage. Let's eat this. Go back to crafting and do that. Let's find our seed chest and put in these tree seeds. This one, we put these in here and these in here. We're at an hour and 5 minutes, so we will come back to this and wait for our 11th star, get tailoring, and then we will start turning this linen yarn, or yeah, the flax fiber into linen yarn. And that will allow us to make a loom once we get 2 wooden gears and 20 boards, so we might as well queue those up. 20 wooden boards before I quit this session, and the wooden gears. It's basic engineering, so we need 2. That'll make those, and then we just need to make the 20 linen yarn. So we could go ahead and queue this up. So those parts can actually work and complete it, and it's just waiting on the yarn to complete the craft. So with that, I will stop right here once I fill my belly. I did take one of each. Yes, I did. Alright. And I will see everyone in episode 15 as we continue to work our way to getting linen cloth to make our windmill, which is not on there. It is on here. We were working towards making one of these, so we need to be able to make some linen fiber, which we are working on. The lubricant is just we can do on the campfire, so we'll work on that when I come back. And because we're looking at the windmill, so we have power to make arastas and rockers to crush sandstone and granite, to make silica and then rock it in the rockers in order to make sand. So we'll get into that more in the next episode. I will see everyone then. So enjoy your morning, your afternoon, your evening, whatever it happens to be for you.